going on, YouTube? What's going on? My name is Keisha. Welcome to my channel. It's your first time here. Welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by and chilling with me. If you've been here before, thank you so much for showing me love and rocking with me. So we're gonna be discussing George Floyd and his murderer, Derek Chauvin. So it's now been reported that Derek Chauvin has been released from jail on a $1 million bond. I know he's behind it. I don't think he had that money for that $1 million. Because if that's the case, he would have posted bond a long time ago. Because he requested to be released back in August and he was denied. Now all of a sudden $1 million appear and his funky ass is released out into the world. What, to put his knee on somebody else's neck? Like how he did George Floyd? This news have me livid. I'm disgusted, and I'm not even really surprised because the system have failed so many people that look like George Floyd. So we gonna keep it all the way real over here. The system has failed over and over again. People that look like George Floyd. Seriously. Because if the roles were reversed and the colors were different, and Derek looked more like me, I'm sure his ass would have been still rotting and just sitting his behind in jail, wondering when this whole thing going to be over. Every single one of those guys have been released. None of them are doing time. Just walking around on this planet Earth like nothing ever happened. Shopping, living their life like normal. Walking the streets like it's nothing. How could you have these people back on the street when it's clear as day what the hell they did to George? It's clear as day. They all didn't have their knee on his neck besides Derek, but they all were accomplices. They all were in on it and they did nothing to stop it. George was in handcuffs on his belly. Why does it take a grown-ass man to be on another man or anybody handcuffed on the ground, face down, and have his knee on their neck for about 8 to 9 minutes? And in the video, which is unbearable, it's so unbearable to even watch the video of George Floyd begging and pleading for his life, saying, "I can't breathe. Mama, they're gonna kill me." That's heartbreaking to hear that. A lot of people was telling Derek, "Yo, get up off his neck. Get up off him. You're gonna kill him, bro. You're gonna kill him." And he just, no care in the world. I'm sure Derek wouldn't have treated a dog like that. He probably would have treated an animal like that, but you know what? He could be that sick where he probably would mistreat animals. He had probably regards for no one's life. And it's just disgusting that this would happen. You know, so a correctional officer, let me see if I can find her name. So a spokeswoman for the Minnesota Department of Corrections, her name is Sarah Fitzgerald. She said, quote, "I can confirm he is no longer in our custody. Chauvin was released from Oaks Park Heights Correctional Facility east of Minneapolis just after 11 a.m. The Hennepin County Jail roster indicates his release was conditional according to records through the specifics were not immediately available. His next court date is set for March 8th, according to the notice of appearance. So this is going to have a lot of people up in arms. And when George Floyd died back in May 25th, it was a huge outrage. Honestly, I didn't even know it would get this much attention. It got global attraction. People from all over the world were feeling for George Floyd and his family, and they were outraged, livid for how George Floyd was treated over some small bull crap. I can recall me hearing the story that he went into a store, but the check was fraudulent, and then the owner called the police, and it's just like, but then later on, as story started to unfold, and there was some digging, it come to find out Derek knew George. So this was personal. He knew him personally. And you would think that with you knowing him, at least you kind of have some type of mercy on George. And he never did that. He didn't have no type of mercy on George Floyd. George Floyd leaves behind a cute little girl, adorable little girl. And she said, my daddy changed the world. But then I'm like, she's a little girl, and she sees all of this attraction, all this love, all this admiration, all this support for her father. They raised GoFundMe raised millions. Like, that was like the biggest payout like ever with George Floyd. Of course they got a cut, but everybody from all over the world supported George Floyd. And I don't know if I could honestly say that I believe that after George and Breonna Taylor, that there will be a major change and there will be a major reform with police and how they deal with citizens, especially certain type of citizens that look a certain type of way. I just didn't really feel that. I just felt like this would just only fuel these evil people even more. Like, oh yeah, you wanna march and protest and burn down buildings? We're gonna turn up even more. How many people weren't shot and killed after George Floyd, after Breonna Taylor? Jacob Blake was just released from the hospital getting shot in his back 7 times. Yo, 7 times. 7. Shot in his back. Is a miracle that brother lived. So this is despicable. This is despicable. Like I said, I'm not even surprised by the situation, because this have happened over and over and over again. So tell me what you guys think about this Satan, this demon, this heartless bastard, Derek Chauvin, being released on $1 million bond. If you see him in the street, what you gonna do? Shoot, if I see him in the street, I want to knock his head off. I want to rock his jaw. Like, how dare you? Who put up this money? And it's not even stated who put the money up. Clearly they in support of what this guy did, and they find no fault in what he did. So if there's any more to the story, people, I will let you guys know. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one. Alright, peace. Women, boys, and no, fast money.